but the big sea has always drawn me. And, the South. The idea of the South and a warm sea was a dream. Now, we did go south to Mexico. We're in a Mexican restaurant. We went south and lived in a little place called Cuautla in Morelos, but it was inland. And apart from getting on the bus and going to the sea, one of the ways I got to go to the sea was through Jose Emilio Pacheco, who I translated. And how he got to the sea was every summer he went to stay with his grandparents in Veracruz. So this is me talking about how I first saw the sea in the south. It was, to begin with, in the south of Ireland. So this is my seaside. The far south I first saw from dunes that bevel a wide, shallow pan of a bay at Clonakilty, through a serial glaze of cream-capped breakers rolling off a scoop of light on the horizon, which held the Azores and more Atlantic roaring down the narrow channel of my vision from the Cape, like the water columned through the hollow panhandle of sand to sear under an August sun the burner on the bay behind. This is how I first felt the warm flow of afar. In that outflow, after making applique of my pink body to the freeze and the freeze of surf plastered to the shore, then through the narrow conduit plunging into the simmered river of the Southern Ocean in my mind. Never in this world did I think I would go or learn the buoys and barrens of the Gulf, the abstract venture of its imagination on the other side of the ocean from one Jose Emilio Pacheco, by going back to sea with him and seeing a shadow from the steep sea escarpments or the undulating stain of a fish or bird or stone. Nothing stirs under the sun, as if the sea is the stopped heart of all motion. Ever since water became sea and lost the planet with these same waves, it has been appealing in a keening, wet-eyed orson that switches octaves suddenly to rage. Storm of the tormented, the reach of wide water to me is the whole ocean, or as if it were, because always I come back to look at it. And when I think of sea, this image forms. I carry it so deep inside that its murmur, I tell you, is like a property of my blood. And when I am no longer here to look at or love it, the sea will have dried out into desert. To this, the vantage of my brittle subjectivity, scattered with the spray, when my grey ashes light up for one moment, and I am once more an atom in the nothing, or the life everlasting in the total sea of that undivided ocean. The last bit was